Give us your name and where you're from.
Sure, Ira Weinstein. I am an analyst with Recon Research. Pleasure to be here.
And you're here meeting with us at InfoComm this week. What are your takes? What's going on at InfoComm this week?
Yeah, so first of all, we're just starting out. But what I can tell you so far, it's all about huddle, it's all about AI, it's all about workflow, and it's all about partnerships. And frankly, that's healthy. It does not have to be about bits and bytes. It should be about partnerships. It's the right play.
So you're leaning right up against the propeller and the new logo. What do you think? What's your impression of the launch of the branding?
Good question. I am actually excited about it for a couple of reasons. Reason number one is I think you take two powerful, talented companies, bringing them together is a challenge. You want to bring them together, we need to give respect to both sides, and I think coming up with a new brand is exactly that. I think the team will get behind it, and frankly, I like the attitude behind it. I think it's a less formal, more get it done for our customer attitude. So I'm excited about the brand. It's the right thing to do.
Are the changes that we're making internally from a personnel standpoint visible on the outside yet? Honest question, I don't know. I mean, starting with Joe and Tom Porro and some of that, I mean, are you guys starting to see the quality rushing to the company?
Well, I think first of all, I think we had some strength, and I think we're adding to that strength, and we're bringing the power of the two companies together. But yes, I think structurally we're tightening. I can see that as an analyst, that Poly is tightening its management and its communications, its project management, its customer support. These are great things, and I think there's some talented people coming to the table. So I think that the combined brand and the combined company is a lot stronger than either one. It's a good. I'm pleased by what I'm seeing.
Wonderful. So you've seen the studio, right? You got one right in front of you right now?
Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts about, first of all, that whole product space, the speaker bar camera, and specifically ours?
So I have a studio, I've tested studio, and it works amazingly well. But to me, studio is more than a product for Polycom or for Poly, even though it's called Polycom Studio. To me, it is a declaration of understanding that the market is not just standards-based video. The market is communication in the forms that users want to communicate. So if they want to use USB, that's fine. Poly brings that to the table. If they want to use standards-based, that's fine. If they want to integrate the room, that's fine. The goal here is to solve problems regardless of the form factor. And Studio, to me, represents a recognition of that, which I didn't see in Polycom in the past. It's a big deal to me.
Do you think the focus is going to be primarily huddle rooms going forward and these smaller, easy-to-use, simple spaces, or will we still have this resurgence of the integrator space?
Yeah, I think we're going to see strength in both areas. I think huddle is sexy, it's growing fast, it's got a lot of activity and a lot of volume, but that's the lower end of the triangle. That's the bottom, the base. We still have needs for integrated spaces, for high quality integration, for good design, and frankly for good technology. You know, the middle band is growing as well in terms of number of rooms and budgets. So I think there's room in both, but huddle is where the volume is, and I'm happy to see that Poly has a strong play in that space, and I can't wait to see more.
And last thing, have you seen the announcement on the new G7500 yet?
I have.
What do you think of combining the room integrator codec and the wireless presentation system in one box?
Well, I think the users are doing that already. I think the integrators are doing that already. I think it's about time the vendors did it, so I think it's wise to do it. I have not used it yet, but I've seen the presentation and it looks like it's right there. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Any last thoughts?
I think Poly needs to message out what we're doing because I don't think the world knows that yet. And there's a lot here, it's just a matter of telling people about it, and that's the mission now.